Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll share my ideal daily routine that I try to follow most days to make progress towards my goals. I'll also share some tips that helped me become more productive and find more happiness in my day-to-day life. I hope this video inspires you to create a daily routine to balance all the important things in your life. Without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to an ideal productive day in my life. I get up at 6 a.m. and go straight to the bathroom to prevent myself from falling back asleep. I make my bed first thing in the morning because this is an easy win. Then I get changed into my gym clothes, which I chose the night before. There is something magical about waking up early, going outside, and working out first thing in the morning. I've been doing strength training for about 12 years. Even though I very much prefer running outdoors, I know this is essential for me to stay strong. So I try to make my gym sessions more enjoyable by listening to music or podcasts. I do 3 sessions a week for about 1 hour each. And this is probably my favorite time of the day. While driving home, I make a conscious effort to be present in the moment. I recognize myself for my efforts and try to appreciate the small things in life by being thankful for another day. I'm just back from the gym now. It does take me a couple of hours to properly wake up in the morning, but now I'm feeling energized. Before I go have my breakfast, I want to share with you one thing that I realized in the gym. I was looking around and I noticed how empty the gym was today in February compared to just about a month ago in January. Research shows that most people give up on their New Year's resolutions by February. And I feel like a lot of these people wouldn't have given up had they had the right tools to keep them accountable. In my weekly planner Notion template, I have a section with all my yearly and monthly goals. So I know what is it that I'm working towards, and I can also plan out my week to ensure that I'm making progress every single day towards my goals. And that really helps me stay motivated and accountable to actually doing the key actions that I need to do to achieve my goals. Let's have breakfast. I try to be present while having my breakfast, but having nothing on is a bit too much for me, so I prefer listening to a podcast. It's time to get ready for the day. Self-care is not only about self-love, but most importantly about self-respect. Even though I work from home, I try to get myself ready in the morning because that makes me feel so much better about myself. Finally, I like to do a little reset because working in a clean space not only helps me focus better, but also completing these small tasks sets my mind into a productive mode. Now I'm ready to start work. I aim to do about 3 hours of work in the morning from 9 a.m. until about 12, which is when I have my lunch break. And the very first thing that I do when I sit down to work in the morning is to plan out my day. I created a planner on Notion which allows me to manage all my to-dos, not only the work-related tasks but also the personal tasks. I'll give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. Here are the goals and milestones. Here are some big picture things. You can set your 3 main priorities during the month and also plan some special moments so you have something to look forward to. The next section is weekly intentions. Here I have my task list and I like to separate the tasks into different life areas as well, but you can definitely change these areas to reflect what is relevant to your life. And then here you can just literally drag and drop the different tasks into your days. It's nice that they are color coded as well, so you can see which days you're working more towards life-related stuff or work-related stuff. So this is the Notion planner that I use to run my life. It is super simple to use, yet it is very complete, which allows me to manage not only my work-related tasks, but also my personal life. Anyway, it's time to start work, so let's go. And now it is time to have lunch. I'm having a classic Brazilian lunch today. It's basically rice and beans, fish, and I put some cheese on it because we love cheese. And a little bit of salad as well, for balance, you know? I love it. When I eat by myself, I try to do a lesson from an online course, or maybe watch a YouTube video that is relevant to whatever I'm working on at the moment. I always struggle a little bit to come back to work after lunch, and that's when I find very helpful to use study with me videos, because I just tell myself I'll work for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I can take a break, and that seems to do the trick for me. To set myself up for a very productive work session, I minimize the distractions. And for me personally, my phone is my biggest source of distraction. I leave it in a different room or put it inside of a drawer. I also set up focus modes on my phone to block out any distractions during my focus time. I love taking a coffee break in the afternoon because I feel like after working 3 hours, I deserve it. So let's go have some coffee. It is basically an apple, and then I got some vanilla protein powder and made a sauce with it. It's so nice. Do give it a try. I put a lot of cinnamon on it because I'm obsessed with cinnamon. Most days I make a conscious effort to go outside, even if for just 1 minute. I try to be present with myself, to taste my coffee and be grateful for another day. This quick practice helps me recharge my batteries and put things into perspective. After my coffee break, I like a little change in scenery, so I often come to the living room or go to the kitchen to do some work. So dinner is ready now. I like to have dinner relatively early in the day, at least 3 hours before going to bed ideally, and that is because digestion disrupts sleep. So it will make me feel more tired the next day, hence more likely to want to eat more. So eating dinner earlier in the day is a very good tip for weight loss. I just tell myself I'm done eating for the day and I will eat whatever I'm craving the next day. And that seems to work for me. Hopefully it's a good tip for you. I'll quickly show you my dinner. This is like some sort of French-inspired crepe with shredded chicken inside. It's so good. I attended our book club meeting where we discussed Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdal. I got so inspired that I wrote a full book summary. Click the link below if you're interested in reading my takeaways from Ali's book. Then it was time to start my nighttime routine. My routine is nothing fancy. I avoid using technology by focusing on doing some self-care activities. I just get changed into my pajamas, organize my bedroom, put clothes away, do my skincare, and finally get my bed set. I aim to be in bed by 10 p.m. This way I have about an hour to do some reading and wind down before going to sleep. Today I reviewed Ali's book to improve my book summary. Make sure to check out my notes in the link below. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to love my morning and night routines video. I hope to see you there. Bye!